Hello everyone, my name is Father Callistus and I'm very honored to be assigned to your parish, and I thought it would be a very good idea to spend this few minutes here and just introduce myself. So as I said, my name is Father Callistus and I'm originally from Nigeria. People ask me, do you come from a large family? I have 4 sisters and a lot of nephews and nieces. And talking about my nephews and nieces, I'd like to share a miracle with you today. My sister was married for about 10 years and they were hoping for babies. The babies never came. And what we did was we turned to God and we did ask God to intervene and to help us, to help my sister. And today I'd like to share this news with you that my sister has twins, and the twins are exactly 3 months old this week. And the most interesting part of the twins is that they sleep a lot during the day and they eat a lot of food, and then they stay awake at night. And so everybody else has to stay awake at night too. But you got to be careful what you ask God for, though. So for my family is very, very excited. And growing up in Nigeria, I went to a Catholic high school. So people ask me again, how did you decide to become a priest? And so I went to this Catholic high school called Mount St. Gabriel Secondary School. And I got inspired by the way that the priests and the nuns lived their lives. And so they were my teachers. So most of my teachers were priests and nuns. And so I got really, really inspired by their way of life. And from that experience, I decided to go into seminary. But before seminary, I did study international relations in university. And I also taught in high school for a couple of years before going into seminary. I eventually started seminary in Nigeria, but I finished over here in Chicago. And so I went to Mundelein Seminary and I studied theology over at Mundelein Seminary. Everything about Mundelein Seminary, Chicago, was phenomenal, but the weather was just a big challenge. And I feel again very, very honored after ordination to be assigned to your parish. I consider this as an act of the providence of God. There is no accidents, there is no coincidences with us. When we're talking about God, this is a God incident that I have been assigned to your parish. And I'm very, very excited, and I want to thank you very much for all the support I got when I was becoming a priest and when I was a deacon. My first mass, one of my masses of thanksgiving rather, was said here in St. Thomas. I said one of my masses of thanksgiving here in St. Thomas, and I got a lot of support from all of you. And so I'd like to thank you very, very much for all your support. And after ordination, I worked in a couple of parishes. My first parish was St. Mark Parish in Oro Valley. So I worked in St. Mark, and after that I worked in St. Christopher Parish in Marano. And after that assignment, I moved on to work in St. Anthony's Parish in Casa Grande. And so I'm very sorry to have come to you during this pandemic, during this very strange times that we found ourselves in. But this weekend was my very first weekend here, and I had the privilege of meeting many of you, many of you that I have already known before, but I also met new people. The unfortunate thing was that you all were wearing masks, and I could not recognize a lot of people, and it was very hard to remember faces. I'd like to tell you that I'm very, very happy to be a priest, and I draw a lot of strength from prayer and from being in relationship with the Lord. I may have shared with you before in some of my writings, one of my favorite novenas is the novena to Mary, Undoer of Knots. I also love the novena, the Surrender Novena, and I love the Surrender Novena, and it's also one of my favorite novenas. And again, I look forward to sharing the love of God with you all here at St. Thomas the Apostle Parish. God bless you and have a very good day. Bye.